What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Forza Horizon 3. In the last episode, it was a bit of a struggle. Last recording session in general just did not go the best. So we're going to take things down a notch going into this new one. We're going to be jumping into some A-class stuff again. I'm using my Infinity Q50 here to start things off, and I gave it a nice decal change because we were actually planning on using it. I'm going to explain, though, based on my research, I'm going to explain how I'm going to be approaching this DLC from here on out, because evidently there are only two stats that matter in this entire expansion: top speed and handling. That is it. And even then, top speed is the most important one. Pretty much every single AI car in this game is pushing the absolute limits of top speed in every single class, or in this expansion in particular, I should say. And that's something that I just need to keep in mind from here on out, because that's just kind of the theme of this whole expansion, which I guess makes sense. You know, it fits with the Hot Wheels motif, but it's something that I need to remember, because otherwise I'm going to get my butt handed to me from here on out, pretty much regardless of what difficulty I select. So we're gonna try to take things down a notch and go back into the A class for just a little bit, and then we'll probably jump back into S1, which really only limits me to a handful of cars in each class. I can't get quite as liberal in my decisions as I wanted to be, unfortunately, so we're just gonna have to go with pure speed. So like this, the Mercedes SLK, the well, there was another Mercedes I had that was also really good too. Basically just everything that can go fast, everything that can go fast and go crazy into corners, and I don't have to worry about wrecking them too easily. Those are what I need to be focusing on from here on out. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go with the Infinity, even though the handling on this thing is kind of not the greatest. It's gonna get the job done, I would hope, because again, it's got some speed behind it. It's got quite a lot of horsepower, even though, my gosh, these cars can still be rough to deal with. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm supposed to be getting drifts in this one, and I don't know how that's going to work out for me too well, because I mean, I can do my best here, but obviously the race is just getting started, and we're already a fifth of the way through it. Oh, a quarter of the way through it now. So let's see if I can make a couple of those happen, but I don't know. It's going to be hard, especially with a car like this that I don't really trust to do a lot of drifting with. So let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, that ain't going to work at all. No sirree. Now, see, the problem with this DLC is that getting drifts here in these turns, because a lot of them are banks, is ridiculously difficult to do. Because there's not a lot of options to actually go into turns like that right there. Those are very far and few between, so when you go into the actual banks themselves, you're kind of just screwed, and drifting is almost a non-option, which is really obnoxious to deal with, and I just can't get these to freaking work at all. I mean, I'm not going to really concern myself with it too much if I can't, because this car can't do it either. It's just not cut out for it. It's not. I'm going to have to just try to settle on my 2 stars with my wins dude, I am being blocked here. Hello? Golly, that was obnoxious. Get out of my way. Yeah, I'm just going to have to try to settle on getting first place victories in some of these, because it is just not happening otherwise. Because, yeah, it's the difficulty is just, it's spiked so much in this one that I really just got to kind of go for it. I mean, the reason I'm not in first already is because I was trying to do the challenge there. And, yeah, it just didn't work out too well. Look, we're already at the end. I was only able to get 6 in there, and that was while trying to basically play by the game's rules. And, yeah, that's just not happening. That's just not happening. Not here. Like I said, difficulty kind of cranked out the butt, and I am not going to worry about that at all. We still got first, so that's good. Let's keep going. Okay, so yeah, I'm no more playing by the game's rules as far as going for 3 stars. We're just going to stick with what we know, win these races, get these wheel spins. That wasn't enough? I thought that was going to be enough, but oh well.
Hey, quit playing with your toys and come and collect this Ford Deluxe, will you?
But I don't want to collect the Ford Deluxe right now, because I want to get some more of these A classes out of the way. So let's go to the next. Dude, he like turned into me. What is the AI on in this one? My goodness. I was looking that up, and apparently, like, they really did do something funky with the AI in this expansion in particular, because it just behaves so differently from what people are used to in this game. And yeah, this is a hard expansion, which is fine. It's fine. I'm willing to deal with it. I just wasn't prepared for it. I guess I needed to know more going in because again, I'm completely blind to this, but oh my goodness. It's rough. It's like really, really rough. But I think it's a good thing though. It's good to have challenges. Obviously, though, one of my favorite things about Forza Horizon 3 is that accessibility, so I don't know how 100% how I feel about it. This thing does not brake super well. All right, Skyscraper Takeoff. Let's do this next one. This is another hard one. Lap time isn't actually all that bad, so let's, should we stick with the Q50, or should I go back to the E63? Yeah, because this one's really good. All right, here we go. Yeah, everywhere. I don't know what they did, man. I really don't know what they did. I think it's very interesting. Wasn't expecting this jarring jump. Here we go. What is going on with this AI? They're so weird. And like aggressive, just flipping out right and directly in front of me, trying to screw me up here. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. All right. We're fine. Acceleration on this thing is actually pretty all right, so I think I should be okay. I just got to... Oh, my goodness. Dude. See, okay, that's the other thing is this does not feel... The tracks on this do not behave the same as the roads do in the vanilla game, like at all. It's so much more slick, but yet somehow the other cars are able to drive just as well as they are in the vanilla game. I feel like I have no grip and I slide around so much more easily. I go into a drift inadvertently when I don't want to, but it's never like a controlled drift, and it's never a powerful drift either that actually like counts as a drift. It's just tires squealing, and it's like it's really frustrating to deal with. Oh my gosh, I always forget about this part. It always throws me off. We're fine. We've actually got a pretty good lead now, so all I have to do is get a certain lap time on this one, which that one I could do no problem. It's getting the drift skills that at this point I'm basically just like, nope, not even gonna bother trying. Yeah, it's like I'm actually on a real plastic Hot Wheels track because there's no friction whatsoever. It's very oh gosh, that was cutting it close. Yeah, it's very hard to maintain control, which is fine. This is the Hyperloop, isn't it? And I believe it is. We got it. There we go. All right, let's slow it down. Sheesh. Having to let off the gas and hit the brake can be kind of crazy sometimes. And we completed the challenge, honestly, with not a lot of issue. I'm sure I can get better lap times on the subsequent ones, but let's keep it up. I think this will be the last race of the episode, and then I'll jump into some PR stunts if I can. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up sticking to that Ferrari I bought for most of my S1 shenanigans. Just because of this game has gotten absolutely wild. Oh, I did have to turn the difficulty down a level too, actually. I had to. I had to go down to highly skilled, which is, yeah, ugh. Like that's the level we're at here. I'm actually just not good enough for this expansion, I would say. I've never claimed to be amazing at video games. You know, I'll say that right now. The number of games that I would genuinely say I am like a top 10% level player at, I could probably count on one hand. And it's just the games that I've played to just an obnoxious degree. Like Shadow of the Colossus is one I could say that about. Destiny, I could barely say that about. I'm like right on the cusp, the fringe of that 10% level. Okami, maybe Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and Blind Forest. Yeah, that's probably about it. Probably just those games, and even then, I don't know. I'm not like an Omega tier gamer. I never really have been, because it's not really why I play. I don't really play games for the thrill of the challenge, the thrill of overcoming things. That's not what gets me about games. I love games the most as a sensory experience. I love the aesthetics. I love the music, the sounds. As much as people like to mock it, I think the most important thing about games is game feel. And I don't care how many people mock that. That is 100% a real thing. It is a very tangible thing, and it is incredibly important to whether or not I like a game. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I like to play them because they feel good to play. And it's fun, and it's dopamine. And I don't think that challenge is necessarily what instills that dopamine. So anyone's going to kind of come at me like and be like, "You suck." It's like, yeah, I know. You're preaching to the choir. I am functionally a dad who does not have kids, who plays games on the weekends in terms of skill level, because I don't really like to push the limits of what I can do. I don't challenge myself. I think the most I've ever challenged myself is like a 1 life run in Ori and the Will-O-Wisp, so I have done. I've got platinumed a few games here and there, and beat a few on really hard difficulties. I think the hardest thing I've ever done in a game was Grounded in The Last of Us, the PS4 edition, and beat that with several deaths, but I still beat it. I mean, things like that is what I would consider. Or like, I've done a few Uncharted's on crushing, but I wouldn't even call that super hard. I would just call that the objectively correct way to play. Kind of like what some people say about Halo and playing it on Legendary. It's like it's the way you have to play. And I mean, yeah, in a way it really is. But that's like the extent of my skill level when it comes to this stuff. So when you're seeing me slide around in a car in Forza Horizon, winning this race, not super confidently, even though I actually did win that by quite a large margin, I'm not too fussed about my skill level. How did I do? Because my best lap was 9 seconds better than their best lap. I really want to know how much I won by here. Especially because the rubber banding typically keeps them right on my butt. Wow, Dinky Doodle's not even going to get second. He was the one in second the whole time. I won that by 22 seconds. That was actually one of my largest margins for victory. If the game knocks me back up to expert again, I'm probably not going to be hating life too much, but now that I know the trick here, now that I know that I have to basically be focused on speed and nothing but. So 60,000 credits, not too bad. Almost up to the next level, which is pretty darn good. But why don't we take a little bit of a break, and we're gonna go try to do a PR stunt or a bucket list here. Although there's not really anything in this area. I guess there's a speed trap here, but to get 200 miles an hour, I'm gonna need a much faster vehicle. So what do we say? We go and hit up this bucket list up here, which is a little ways away. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna cut until we get to it, because I don't think we're going to be doing any more races in this particular area. So yeah, I'll see you all there in a minute. Okay, made that in probably the most awkward way possible. I like how the game is like, no, you went the wrong way, even though I'm actually here. So there's another easy one. Shouldn't be too bad, although we're only going to get 1 star flame thing for this. So find inner peace in the Rip Rod. Okay, so we're going to go full ASMR. My microphone is not good enough for ASMR, but we're going to be very chill here. Race to the destination. Okay, here we go. This is going to be zen. This is going to be totally just as chill as can possibly be. We've got to get to a certain point in 3 minutes. I don't know how far that is because it is not telling me how many miles. But here we go. Okay. You know, there's not very many things I would consider less zen than this car. But hey, it's zen. It's chill. It's fine. Okay, 2.2 miles. I think we can do this. Seriously, though, I think we can do this just fine. This is an easy one after all. I would be very ashamed if I couldn't do this on the first try. Are you kidding me? I don't care how rough the road gets here. I am still getting used to the tracks, for sure. Like, this whole location, it's throwing me off a lot. I love it aesthetically, but from, like, an actual gameplay standpoint, it's very strange to me. Okay, wow. That wasn't very zen of you, throwing a booster at me like that. We're supposed to be chilling. Chilling here. I wonder if that was a shortcut I could have taken. Possibly, but I'm not going to chance it. It's also way too late. Especially in this thing. That handles like a stick of butter. Yeah, I 100% could have cheated that. Wow, I could have dropped down onto this. Would have been a little tricky to do, but it's definitely doable. And then I could have just flipped a 180. And yeah, I mean, it still wouldn't have been like the best, but it was still probably shaved off like 20 seconds. So, I don't know. It's something worth doing. Not that it's even necessary, because the finish is apparently at the end of this. Are you kidding me? Really? Wow, that's sad how easy that is. Grand finale, here we go! Got it. Beautiful. Good job, AI. Crashing right into the median. I love it. That's really funny. All right, well, there's another one down. We are 3 flames away from our next level up. And guys, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Forza Horizon 3. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much. In the next episode, we'll continue on. There's a couple additional things we can do in the current area we're in. A couple races we can jump into. We'll hop between S1 and A. And I think I'll also take care of some XP boards to start the episode. So thank you all so very much for watching. And I will see you all in the next one.